female dog. You're going to lint roll the dog. You are going to lint roll in the middle of the dog and then lint roll the hair sides. You're going to put that away. You're going to put on a single glove. The glove is to protect the stock solutions from your hand, not your hand from the solution. If you end up having to go back and get more scrub, you need to put on a new glove. You should wring out the gauze and flatten it back out. If you put your finger in the middle when you squeeze it, it'll be flat. This dog has been through a heat cycle, so I'm going to cut her right below her umbilicus, approximately this inch below it. So that's where we're going to start our scrub. We're going to plop it down, picking the gauze up on one side and keeping our fingers all on the same side. We're going to go down. I'm going down between her mammary glands. I'm going to go around on top of her mammary glands. And then my last scrub, I'm going to go outside her mammary glands. And by mammary glands, I mean nipples. And I'm going to rotate it so the same side, the clean side of the gauze stays centrally. So we're going to do 3 of each scrub. So I did 1. So I'm going to start again. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to go around over the nipples. And then my last scrub, I'm going to keep this side, this clean side, centrally facing her belly button the whole time as it goes over the hair. So I'm not pulling hair from the outside back in. You can see there's a lot of hair on the gauze when you do that. So down, around, outside. Pick your hand up to turn it. That works fine. Down, around, outside. I got a little scrunched up. Okay, not the last one. Down, around, over the nipples, out, side. Go ahead and and then you're done. If you see any hairs that are trying to creep in from the side, pull them off. We're still gonna lint roll, boys. We want to lint roll in the center and then, well, lint roll this side. You're gonna need 2 gloves to scrub up male dog. And you're gonna need more gauze than you need for a female dog. Take 1 gauze in each hand. Your first gauze is to hold their scrotum taut. So you're kind of squeezing the skin so that this isn't like jiggly. It's firm. My incision is going to be right here in the center, so that's where you're going to start. So you're going to go around that, and then under this area here, and then spread this out and go back around and off. So we want to make sure we're scrubbing the scrotum, the little wrinkle where the scrotum meets the skin, the rest of the skin, and then a wide berth around that. So again, I'm going to grab this so that it's firm. I'm going to go over the scrotum. I'm going to go around the scrotum. I'm going to go in the furrow there, and then I'm going to kind of spread the gauze out and go this way back around with it so that this cleanest part of the gauze stays on the inside and not on their hair, and then wipe away with that piece of gauze because you're not scrubbing around the top. You're using this piece of gauze to scrub this part. Just wipe straight away. I kind of did that in one thing. Instead of that. This is a little dog, so it's hard to do all of those things. problem because I have a hand. So for a cat, my incision is going to be midway between their pubic bone and their umbilicus, so right here. So that's where we want to start scrubbing. I'm going to do, this is a nice fluffy cat, so I'm going to do kind of a general scrub and get that hair to lay down since we're kind of in a narrow field. I just want that to be out of my way. Okay, so now I'm starting with my real scrub. I'm going to plop it down centered over where my incision would start. And in this case, I'm going to go up first because that's the way to make it a more obvious circle. If I go down, then it won't be like an even amount of space up here for the gauze to cover. I'm going to go up and all the way to the hairline with that gauze. I'm spreading out the gauze with my fingers like this. I'm going to go up to the hairline, up really to her umbilicus or so there. And that first sweep of gauze, you can see went over her nipples on the outside. And then on this side, we're going to try to run back over her nipples with that so that we know we're not going back over the same spot because we went in kind of inside the nipples and then outside the nipples. So we're going to plop it down in the center. We're going to go up all the way and then around, again, keeping that one side of the gauze always faced towards her belly button. Tracking over there, so I'll go the other way. I don't even know what I was doing. I was like, what? All different size.